Good evening, YouTube. Welcome in, guys. I am back. But not full blast. I am back just to say thank you. Thank you to everybody. So, DutyRon checking in, Mother's Day 2019. Man, it's been a long 4 or 5 days for me, guys. Hello, Colorado Crime Con. Thank you so much. Thank you. Appreciate you. You're the first one in. Hold on, let me get a couple of things straightened out here. 2 seconds. Hey guys, hi Lily Bell. How are you? Thank you for the hugs. You know, I had to come live. I wasn't ready to do this, but I wanted to come live tonight just to say thank you to everybody for the kind words, the emails, the text messages, the social media posts, all the great stuff. Hi, Shari. Thank you so much for hugs. Hi, Shell. How are you? Cinnamon Hot, how are you? Thank you. Yeah. I mean, I'm not really sure that anybody could be ready for something like this, but it hit me really hard. Hello, Nabul. Good to see you. Thank you. Hi, Ruth. Love you right back. Thank you. Hi, Rose. How are you? Got to go to bed. Just have to say I'm praying for you. Thank you. Hi, Tori. How are you? Hi, guys. So just quickly, happy Mother's Day to all the great moms out there. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms who have passed on, just as mine has. Thursday, she is no longer in any pain and in peace. I'm good with it. It just was a lot for me to go through with my family, with my mom, her sisters, my aunt, my two aunts, my sister, my brother. It was just really bad. Hello, it's always summer. Thank you so much. But I wanted to come on here quickly to say thank you to everybody who has sent text messages, emails, a lot of social media posts, a lot of live broadcast mentions. It was overwhelming for me to see all of this. I had about an hour and a half tonight to review and go over stuff, so I haven't seen everything. Yeah, Tori. I mean, I'm gonna tell you guys a little bit quickly about what happened. I'll just go over the basic stuff of what happened. I'm just trying to find the words, trying to find the right words to say to you guys. But I'm going to wait for a couple more people to come in. I know Joey Brooklyn. I want to see him. Hopefully he's available and he's in here. Hello, Miss Justice, Jenny, Lulu Fanatic, Dylan, Duty Blue is here, I see. Let me check here on the other screen. Comments are just going kind of quick. So I just want to make sure. The picture that I posted up is a picture of me and my mom that was taken recently. Black Rose, thank you. Hello, Paula. Good to see you. Ryan Richardson, Jenny, Cindy Farwick, thank you. Lulu, Maddie Sully, what's up, Sully boy? Nabul, always great messages coming in from all of you. Tori, thank you, obviously, for some of the stuff that you mentioned and said to me. I made it into one of your live broadcasts. Thursday morning, I was woken up by my brother. He called me at about 7:45 in the morning. Let me just take this earpiece out because I'm hearing double. I'll go into it real quick with you guys. So 7:45, my mom, 75 years old. She is diabetic. She's a dialysis patient. She had triple bypass heart surgery in the past. So she had a weak heart. She was never on dialysis ever in her life. She was put on dialysis about 9-10 months ago. So she's only been receiving dialysis for about 10 months. And the kidney specialist told us that she was at a very high risk of, heart failure due to the taxing on your heart. When you get, as a lot of us know, when you get dialysis, it really takes a lot from your heart. It's a stress, a strain on your heart. They told us when she started dialysis, the kidney doctor said they gave her 15 months to 2 years before she was in end stage renal failure. So she was slowly having problems along the way. As the months were going on, she was getting weaker and weaker, and things were happening. So, but as a child of a mom, as her son, I just discounted it. Hello, Chaz. Thank you for coming in. So my brother and I both discounted it. My brother's a retired lieutenant. He's 18 months older than me. My sister's about 3 years older than me, and I'm the baby. So all three of us were kind of in denial. We just discounted what the doctors say. We were just like, oh, Dr. Schmachter, they don't know what they're talking about. Mom's going to be fine. So Thursday morning at about 7:30, 7:45, my cell phone rang, and I missed it because it was on vibrate, and it was my brother. It rang again, it buzzed again, and I saw it, and I tried to get it, but went to voicemail. And I said, sometimes he pocket dials me, so I wasn't concerned much, but I called him back. When I called him back, when you call someone and they're on another call, you could hear it beep. That's what it did. It beeped, and I was like, he's on the phone, so maybe something happened with Mom. So I tried to call him back twice, and he didn't answer. He didn't pick up the phone. It just kept beeping. So I just left him a message to call me back, and then he called me back, and he said that they found Mom in her room. She was in a nursing home, unconscious and not responsive, and they were doing CPR. So I live, as you guys know, about 50-ish miles, give or take, from the nursing home, but my brother lives right there. He responded right away over there and told me he would give me an update. So now I had to get up out of bed, obviously, wash my face real quick, get dressed, and I was waiting for his phone call. I'm doing okay, Ed. I'm doing okay. Thank you, Julie. Thanks, guys. Joe Schmo, thanks for being in here. Hi, Mary. So just let me. This is going to take 5 minutes, and I'm not going to look at the comments so I could stay focused. So I'm waiting for him to call me, but I'm getting dressed. I'm giving myself a quick, wash my face, brush my teeth. I had my wife make a cup of coffee for me in a to-go cup, and I was ready to go. And I told her to stay home, but she was like, "No, I'm coming with you." So she was up already. So she was getting ready to go to work because she was getting ready to go to her job. And she was like, "I'm coming with you." And my brother called, and he said she was transported to the hospital with CPR and pronounced dead at 8:12 a.m. So I had to drive 50 miles fast. That was the quickest 50 miles I ever did because I wanted to get to see her, before they took her away. And I notified my sister, my two aunts, called both of my aunts up, one of them being a Catholic nun. And, I made all the notifications and, visibly shaken, but kept my composure, responded to the hospital in about 35, 40 minutes. I did 50 miles in that short period of time. I mean, I was going 85, 90 the whole way there. I didn't care if I was going to get pulled over or not. It didn't matter to me. So I made it to the hospital, and I got to see Mom. In the trauma room, they had it all blocked off for me and my brother. My brother was there already. My two aunts who lived closer were there. Thank you, Edwin. I appreciate it. So Mom was, passed away, and I think I got there like 9 o'clock. And, I got to say my goodbyes to her, and my sister was in the city in Manhattan, so she had to get on a train and come out there. And she made it out at about 11 a.m. So my sister came, and when she showed up, it was just she almost passed out, and yelling, mommy, mommy, and my sister was just a mess, and rightfully so. We were all upset, but so she, good night, Lulu. Have a good night. So my sister, almost passed out, and we held on to her. It's okay, Jen. So they held my mom in that room for us as a courtesy to me and my brother, because they normally don't, for all those hours, keep somebody there that has passed on. But they did it for her, for my sister, and she said her goodbyes. And we went to a local diner after that. All the arrangements were pre-made in advance. One of the prerequisites, one of the rules, if you're being put in a nursing home, you have to have your final arrangements pre-planned. They don't allow you in New York State to go into a nursing home if you don't have your final arrangements pre-planned. We had it all pre-planned, and all we had to do was just call the funeral director, and basically that's what we did. I made the phone call, and we all sat down. My mother's two sisters, the Catholic nun, those are both my aunts. We sat down, my brother, my sister, and I, and my wife, and we sat there, and we just spoke about what we wanted to do. And basically we came to the decision that we didn't want to drag this out past Mother's Day. Thank you, Tracy. I appreciate that. So we didn't want to drag it out into Mother's Day, and we hold on a second. I just want to do something. I just wanted to report that. Okay, so we didn't want to drag it out, and we were all in agreement that one day awake on Friday, and then burial on Saturday. So yesterday we buried my mom. Very emotional, we had the bagpipes from the New York City Pipes and Drums there. Ton of people came out and paid respects. One of my good friends, of course, as you guys know, Joey BKLYN, and his wife Kathy, they came and paid their respects. Karen, Scorn Woman from Periscope, showed up, and a couple of other people from Periscope showed up that live in the local area to pay respects. I saw many friends from high school that I'm still friends with, many law enforcement professionals that I worked with showed up and paid respects. But my brother shared a story with us at the diner that is going to probably make most of you guys hair stand up on your arms. So my mother passed away on Thursday. I took her out to lunch on Monday with my youngest son. So it was me, my brother, and my youngest son on Monday, this Monday that just passed. We took my mom out for a really nice lunch to an Italian restaurant, and my youngest son was there, myself and my brother, and my mom was fine. It was a great afternoon. We sat outside at the nursing home in the sun with her in a wheelchair, and she had a great, there was a dog there. The resident dog came out. She was introducing to her. My mom was in great spirits on Monday. On Wednesday, my brother went to go see her because she was complaining that she was feeling sick she couldn't keep her food down. But sometimes when you get dialysis, you get nauseous. So she just chalked it up to dialysis side effects. And so Wednesday, the day before my mom passed, my brother went there, and he went to check on her because she told him that he was throwing up. And the nurses said, we're giving her anti-nausea medicine, and she'll be fine. And it was nothing. My brother said she was fine. But when my brother was leaving, he spent about 2 hours on Wednesday with my mom. He said she asked him to go because she wanted to go to activities. They had like a guy who plays a guitar and singing. So I know. We know that now, Tori. So at the time, the doctors and everybody kind of chalked it up to just reaction to the dialysis that she had gotten on. She gets it Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So when my brother was getting ready to leave on Wednesday when he went to see her, she told him, "Go. I want to go watch this guy, the entertainment." So she actually told my brother to go. She was fine. And when he was leaving, the nurses said to him, "Your mom was telling everybody all day today and us that you're taking her home tomorrow." And my brother didn't think anything of it on Wednesday, and he just responded like, "Oh, my mom always wants to go home. She'd love to go home. I'd love to take her home, but she knows she can't." And they said, "No, no, are you taking her to another facility? Is she leaving here?" Because she was saying goodbye to all the residents and everybody here. She said, "My son is taking me home tomorrow," meaning Thursday, the day she died. So when my brother told us that, and he told us that at the diner, it's almost like I feel like she had a premonition, or she knew. And my aunt, who's a Catholic nun, said, she wasn't surprised by that. So my mom didn't say anything to my brother. He was with her for 2 hours. She didn't say to him, "I want you to take me home," whatever. She went around to all the residents and said, "Bye, I'm not going to be here tomorrow. I'm leaving. My son's taking me home." So pretty wild. It was very emotional to hear that. We all, at the diner, we were all crying, my wife included. We were all a bucket of tears after that. And my brother too, and I'm not really a big crier. I don't cry easy, but I've done so much of it in the last 4 days that I think I'm done with crying for probably until after 2020. No, my mom never lost a child. She never did. She never did. Not that I know of. And I've never heard any stories. Nobody's ever said anything like that. My sister, I think, would know about that. I'm going to ask, now that you said that, I'm going to ask my aunt if she ever had like a miscarriage, or I've never heard of any of that. So, but so that was pretty wild, to hear that from my brother. And it just came to him when we left the hospital after my sister came and paid her, said her goodbyes to mom, and we went to the diner. He was like, "Oh, wow, wait a minute. Yeah, she said my son is taking me home." That's what she said. So I don't know. Yeah. They asked him too, like, "Are you transferring her to?" They were thinking maybe we found another place for her, But I don't know if it was just coincidence, or I don't know. But she didn't say anything to my brother. Like, she didn't say anything to him. She said it to the nurses and to the people, the residents who lived there, who, all her friends, She kind of got the place in an uproar because everybody loved her there. And they were like, "Oh, Alma's leaving, So, but listen, so that's the story of what I've gone through from Thursday morning until today. I pushed through Mother's Day because I didn't want I don't want to ruin the day for my wife or my mother-in-law, who's 90. I wanted to go see my mother-in-law because she's 90 years old, and I wanted my wife to see her mother. I was going to stay home, but then she wanted to stay with me. So I said, "You know what? I'm just going to go. I'm going to go, and I'm going to have, I'm going to put a good face on." And I did. I didn't sulk. I didn't talk about anything other than, everybody said, everybody that was there I saw over the weekend. I saw everybody at the funeral, at the church, and at the cemetery. So it was all people who I saw, so we didn't speak about it other than initially when I came in. When I came into my niece's house is where we had it, Mother's Day. I vowed to not make it a downer, and we watched the Boston Bruins kick butt on Carolina, and then we watched an episode of Game of Thrones, the last episode of Game of Thrones. So I went and just tried to go through the motions, and I'll be honest with you. You know, I lost my father too. I have both my parents are gone now, but I wasn't as upset when I lost my father to cancer. You know, he died in 2014 from bile duct cancer. So thank you, Gail. Thank you, Tina. Thank you. So when my dad passed, he was suffering so much. I was almost like relieved that he was gone, and I was obviously grieving and upset, but like not like not how it was with my mom. So I wasn't going to come live tonight, but you know, you guys, I got to tell you, I came live for you guys. Thank you, Jackie. Hi, Cinnamon Hot Hot. Should stand still, but life goes on. Yeah, exactly. You know, I've been around a lot of loss, from the World Trade Center and police officers to cancer and to police officers killed in the line of duty, to my own friends who have succumbed to cancer. So I've had a lot of loss over time. I'm pretty good at processing it, but this was a tough one. I got to tell you, I'm not afraid to say it. This was a toughie for me. I didn't think I would be able to come live for 2 weeks or more. I didn't think I would ever, really want to hit the go live button, but I got so much response from everybody here that I felt like I felt like I owed it to you guys to come live, because I'm telling you, my emails were off the charts. Like, I'm talking close to 1,000 emails on my DutyRon at AOL. Like, close to 1,000 emails. That's a lot of emails, guys. So thank you, Katrina, for the super love. Thank you for that. Greatly appreciate that love and light and prayers to DutyRon from Katrina. Thank you. So thank you, Nicole. So I felt like you guys gave me the energy to go live here tonight to say thank you to you guys for the love, support, and compassion that you guys showed towards me with, even Joey Brooklyn sent an edible arrangements here to my house, a big edible arrangements of fruit, and it came in handy because we had everybody come back to the house after the first session on Friday, the first viewing or whatever at the funeral home. So in between the daytime and night, I had a bunch of people back here at the house. So Joey Brooklyn sent this big, huge edible arrangement fruit basket, and we put that out. Hi, Tiffany. Don't be afraid to mourn. I'm not afraid. I'm telling you that, I'm pouring my heart out to you here, guys. So, I'm letting you guys know that I was broken down pretty good. This took a really big toll on me. And my message is if you have a parent that's still alive, or if you have somebody who's important to you that's still alive, whether it's your mom or your best friend or an aunt or an uncle or a relative or anybody, just stay in contact with them and try to make amends if it's possible. Some relationships you can never fix that up if it's beyond repair, but just try to do the right thing. Thank you, Noni. Thank you. So try to make amends with your mom if your mom is still around, and patch things up. And people are not here forever. We're all only here for a short period of time, and that's a fact. That's why I try to do the right thing all the time. Sometimes I don't, but I try to do the right thing all the time. So this is a strong reminder that life is fragile, and at a blink of an eye, at a snap of a finger, the person that means a lot to you could be gone, and it puts it all in perspective. It really makes you focus on what's important, and what's important is the now. What's important is living for the now and not for the past or the future. You got to live in the moment. And, I was happy that I saw my mom on Monday, but had I not seen her, I don't have any regrets, because I was always kind to her. I always gave her the time. I might have been short with her on the phone sometimes, because she would call me so much. Like my mom, you guys don't know this, but my mom would call me like 4 or 5 times a day, every day. And now that she's gone, I'm now going to miss that, obviously, right? But there were some times when I was in the middle of something, or in the middle, hi Hio, how are you, Veggie Vibes? Sometimes I was in the middle of business or everyday life stuff, and I would blow her off. You know, I'd be a little short with her. And I kind of regret that, but it's just part of what we do. It's part of life. But my mom never got mad at me for that. She always understood. But, you know, shoulda, coulda, woulda, right? You know, you can't live like that. I'm not beating myself up about it. Ellen, thank you so much for the super love. So, you know, I have a bunch of voicemails from her. Thank you for that super love. Appreciate that. I have a lot of voicemails from her. And I was daddy's girl. I would mend mom and my relationship, but she's busy flying around on a broom. There you go. I got you, Tracy. I'm just saying that, you know, life is short. And hi, Cat in the Hat. How are you? Life is short. That light is killing me. I'm just going to leave it on. Life is short, and, you know, if you can mend up a relationship, try to do the best you can to do that. That's all I'm saying. You know, my mom and my dad are gone now. So, you know, it is what it is. Many of us are in the same predicament, you know, but losing a mom is just, it doesn't compare. You know, like my father, you know, my father was, you know, he left my mom when I was a baby, and I had some resentment towards him in my younger years. But as I matured and became a young man, I mended up my relationship with my father, and I'm glad that I did. You're getting ready for Europe. Okay, have a safe trip, Tori. Have a great one. In August, I look forward to seeing you again. But have a safe trip, and we will look forward to seeing you live over in Europe. So much love and respect. Everyone go subscribe to Tori Hartman. She's a wonderful woman and a great friend to all of us here. So thank you, Tori. Thanks for coming in. A lot of love and respect to you. And thank you for the kind words that you sent to me on email and on your live. So thank you for that, Tori. I appreciate it. Michelle Vogel says she lost her mom. Hold on, let me go back. I lost my mother when I was 36. It's so hard. Yes, I agree. So, guys, I apologize for not seeing all the comments. Christine 64, both my parents. She lost both parents. Let me go back over here. Both my parents and my only child are in heaven. Oh my gosh. Christine, a lot of love, a lot of support, a lot of strength to you. A lot of goodness. Good to see you too, Nikki. Good to see you. Thank you. Thank you, Tori. I appreciate that. Definitely have a safe trip, and we look forward to seeing you live. Yeah, there you go, Dad. Random. I agree 100%. So, you know, like I said, guys, you know, this stuff is not easy, and it never gets better, I would say, because I know that 5 years, I lost my father 5 years ago, and it still hurts. You know what I mean? It still hurts. It still hurts. So, you know, and that was 5 years ago. So I hope everyone had a wonderful Mother's Day. All of you moms out there, and even if you're not a mother of a child, if you're taking care of a niece, nephew, uncle, you know, anybody, if you're a caregiver, a lot of love and respect to you ladies out there. Today is the day for the women. Father's Day is the day for us guys. But, you know, I say this, you know, there's a lot of women out there who don't have any kids or adopted children or, you know, take care of animals. And, you know, there's so many different ways of being of mothering, if you will. So, do you and your family have VHS tapes and things? Yes, we do, Cheryl. We have a ton of videos of my mom. I have some here on my phone just from recent that I took, and those are all into the cloud. So, yes, Cindy, I agree 100%. I agree. My dad, Tracy says, oh my gosh, I hear you, Ron. My dad was the most awesome dad, ex-police. Awesome. He was very ill and tried to say ugly things to me. Yeah. so many regrets. I'm sorry about that, Tracy. Sorry. Yeah. I mean, there's no do-overs. There's no do-overs. Hey, Joey Brooklyn, good to see you. Joey BKLYN is in the house. Everyone, please go subscribe to Joey BKLYN. I want to say 67. Thank you to Joey for doing a broadcast. Thank you to Oni for doing a broadcast, making the notifications. I couldn't go live. I'm just barely able to get this out. So thank you to Joey for showing up and sending the edible arrangements and showing up at my mother's funeral services. I greatly appreciate that. Karen, Scorn Woman, showed up as well. I really appreciate that. She just tapped me on the shoulder. I was in the inside the funeral home, and she tapped me on the shoulder, and I was like, Karen. So thank you to Karen for showing up. I greatly appreciate that too. You know, you guys really, the support that I received here from YouTube and from my online community, my friends on Periscope and on all social media, it was tremendous, man. Yes, Nikki, my mom was proud of my brother, my sister, and myself. We took care of her really well when she was in need, when she couldn't take care of herself. We were there for her, you know. There you go, Joey. Hello, Tiny Hands. Thank you so much for that. And I apologize to anyone who I've missed. Katrina, you've been wonderful, and I thank you. Love you right back, and a lot of respect. The support that came out of YouTube and all of my social media friends was unbelievable. I obviously couldn't get back to everybody individually, but I made mass posts. I will continue to review, and if you did a video of any sort and you mentioned me in it and I wasn't able to see it, please let me know on an email, like, you know, direct me to it so I can go watch it, because there were so many people that made mention to me. Thank you, Zelda. Thank you so much. I might have missed it, so if I missed it, I want to be able to see it. You know what I mean? I remember you talking to her through the Ring late at night. Yes, Dylan. I had Ring cameras set up all inside her house when she was still home. Thank you for the love and light and healing, Katrina. Everyone, go follow Katrina Catress. She's close to the 1,000 subscribers. Let's help her out. Let's help her get to the 1,000. Welcome in, first-time viewer. Thank you for joining. I just really wanted to come live and tell you about the experience and about the whole situation of what happened with me and with my mom passing. So I basically, I spelled it out in the first 10 minutes of this video. Desert Flower, my condolences to you and your family at DutyRon. My heart goes out to you. Thank you so much, Desert Flower. Thank you so much. Greatly appreciate it. Let's help get Joey Brooklyn to the 1,000 subscriber mark as well. Please help him. He did a wonderful broadcast notifying you guys, and I tremendously thank him for that. So thank you so much for that, Joey. It feels kind of weird just even being live right now. I got to be honest with you guys. I don't even feel right. It's like I feel out of whack, out of sync. I don't even know how to describe it, but I don't feel right. I did already, Naboo. They're all up and in the cloud. Yes, the Red Lobster's lunch, the dates. We went out on Monday. Me, Frankie, my youngest son, and my brother took her out to an Italian restaurant that she really loved, Bellissimo, and we took her out on Monday, and we had a great lunch. The only thing I regret about that day is that I didn't take pictures of my son with her, and I didn't take any video, which I normally do. I normally do both. And that day, I don't know why, I didn't do it. So that's the only thing that I have a little regret about, is that last day that I saw her, that I didn't take any pictures or video. So, hi, Red Lotus. How are you? Joe Schmo, how are you? We understand, Ron. You're still in shock. Yeah, I had to come live here. I had to come live because of the goodness that you guys showed to me I wanted to just thank you guys. Honestly, I came live to just say thank you, you know. Thank you, Desert Flower. I will. Cinnamon Hot Hot. Happy Mom's Day to Mrs. DutyRon. Thank you, Cinnamon Hot Hot. My wife had a wonderful day today. It was a really nice day. Thank you, Lisa Marie. Thank you. Thank you. I love that you did that, Lisa. And if I'm not subscribed to you, I will subscribe back. Whether you do content or not, I will subscribe to you. Let me see if I can take care of that right now. Where are you, Lisa? Okay, I'm on it. I got you, Lisa. Dad Random, don't worry, we don't always have video. We grew up without phones, DutyRon. I have plenty of lovely memories. You're right. That's correct. I'm just saying. I'm just talking. That's all. Hi, Robin. How are you? I'm just talking. Those are things. Thank you, Red Lotus. I appreciate that. Thank you. So those are things that, like, I think, I'm going back over in my head. Every time that I was with her, I always took pictures. And that one time, I freaking didn't. I was with my mom for days while she passed. So painful, but I slept in the hospice with my father for 14 days. 2 weeks. I was in hospice. I lived there for 14 days. I've only been coming to your channel maybe 2 months or so. Already I feel so a part of it. Thank you, Ron, and everyone who comes here. Cheryl, much love and respect, and this is as real as it can be, This is as real as it gets. This is real life, and this is what happens, when you have somebody who's authentic and runs a channel with no boundaries. You got an inside look to my life, and sometimes it's not pretty like this. This is ugly, but this is a part of life that we all have to deal with. You know what I mean? Hug to hug. There you go. Hug to hug. Thank you, Veggie Vibes. Thank you for the email as well, Hio. Thank you for the email. I saw it today. So many of you guys and gals sent me so many different things in the mail and emails and letters and all this stuff. Michelle, can't be any more real than you, Ron. Thank you, Michelle. But, we're all in this together. Thank you, Simply Shannon. I appreciate that. Red Lotus, happy Mother's Day to Ron. Wonderful mama. Ron, it's okay. Please don't regret pics. You were with her. Real life. There you go, Red Lotus. Thank you for the super love. I greatly appreciate that. Thank you, Red Lotus. And thank you for your messages and things of that nature. Katrina, you were wonderful. Cheryl, I think, like everybody that's here has sent me a message. I'm sitting here next to my 72-year-old mom, putting on her favorite show just to spend as much time as I can. Lisa, that's wonderful. That is beautiful. That is beautiful. Prayers for an Arlington, Texas PD. Arlington, Texas bicycle police officer was struck and injured by a hit-and-run driver early this morning by working an off-duty event at AT&T Stadium. Let's send a lot of prayers and positive vibes for that Arlington PD police officer that was struck. Much love and strength sending out to him. Thank you, Dylan, for that. Yes, happy Mother's Day to all my great moms here in the chat. And 2 years, it's just probably just like it was yesterday, That was taken just a short time ago. Hey, Antimone, good to see you. Auntie Lane, good to see you. Thank you for joining. My first live since Wednesday. This is my first live since my mom has passed. And it's not easy, guys. It's not easy. DutyRon, your mom's spirit is still around. Don't be surprised if she shows up in a dream. I hope. I pray and I hope, Mary. Hello, Duty Ryan. Good to see you. Hello, Nancy, Eileen. Thank you so much for the hugs. Sending you hugs to Red Lotus. Okay, Nancy sending hugs. Yeah, 2 years. It almost seems like it's probably just like seemed like it was yesterday. So my dad's gone 5 years and I'm still every day thinking about him. So it's not easy. This shit is not easy, guys. It is not easy. Thank you, Katrina. You made mention of me many times in your videos, I'm sure. I have to get around to watching replays. I honestly haven't been on the internet much, I haven't been on the internet. I did, Duty Ryan, I did. So I apologize that I haven't been on the internet to check the wonderful messages that you guys sent, but you could bet your bottom dollar I'm going to go through them all once the things calm down. Once things calm down here for me, I'm going to go through everything. I promise. Hello, Starlight, True Crime. Good to see you. Thank you for joining in on the chat. Good to see everybody in here. And if you don't mind, please invite your followers. Share it onto social so people can watch the replay. And then I don't want to have to explain this over and over again. So that's why I did this video. So I basically, I went from the phone call that I received from my brother right up until my mom was buried. So Tracy says, 5 years here with my dad and it still hurts. I'm with you. Amen, my sister. I am with you. Cheryl Ramsey says she thinks of my parents. She thinks of her parents every day. We miss them so much. We miss them always. We miss them always. Lisa, thank you for the super love. I have no dad and I'm terrified of losing my mom. Don't spend much time being terrified about it. Just spend the time with her. That's all I can say to you. That's the advice that I have. Cherish your loved ones. Hold them close to you. Always go out of your way to try to make things happen. And if you're on the frit, if you're on the outs with your mom or your dad or a loved one, try to patch it up. Try to patch it up. Try to patch it up. Because there's no do-overs. Once they're gone, they're gone. You can't say, time out. Hold on. Hold on. Just give me another minute. Doesn't exist. I'm exhausted, guys. I mean, I haven't really slept much. Friday night and into Saturday morning, we had to be at the funeral home at 8 in the morning. And then my mom was buried probably around 11 Saturday morning, Eastern time. So it's just been a crazy 4 days. And I'm just fucking exhausted, mentally, physically. I'm going to go to bed right after this. But again, guys, I came live for you because I love you guys, and the messages and all of the positive vibes that were sent to me made me strong enough to come live here tonight. But my message is strong. I'm exhausted, guys. My message is strong. Make amends with your family that's still alive. Always try to do the right thing, and you can't get that time back. My mom is gone, and I can't do any do-overs. It's all over now. So death is final, and we all know it, but you don't realize it. We take for granted that our parents are still alive, or one or both are here. Don't get caught up in that taken for grantedness, because when you blow off, listen, I came this close Monday to not going to see my mother for business reasons. I had a business meeting planned on Monday, and that business meeting got canceled at the last minute, and I had it on Wednesday. Joey, you know this to be true, because I called you after I got out of that business meeting. That was supposed to be Monday, and it got canceled and put off till Wednesday. The guy my client who I was supposed to meet with, called me at the last minute and said, I can't have this meeting. So my mom, I'll let you guys listen to this voicemail from Monday from my mother, and she told me how upset she was that I wasn't coming. But I came because he canceled at the last minute. But just picture if this was the last message. This was the last message my mom left me before she died. But I saw her just an hour after she left this voicemail. But if my meeting was still on, I wouldn't have met with her. I wouldn't have taken her out to lunch on Monday. So listen to this. You guys are going to get chills when you hear this. What she says in this message is that she's upset and disappointed that she's not getting to see me and Frankie. That's my youngest son. I may cry when I play this, guys, so be ready for that. Okay, Monday, May 6th. Right there. See, it says Grandma Alma right here. This is it. I'm going to play this for you. Hold on. Technical difficulties. I got my Bluetooth on. All right, here we go. So, this was the message that she sent to me.
Hey, Michael. It's Ronnie. It's me. I just heard from Michael a little while ago that you weren't coming. I feel very bad. I really want to see you. I know it's Mother's Day on Sunday, so I would like to see you before that time. Vicky's coming on Sunday, but at any time at all. Okay. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Imagine if I didn't see her on Monday. So she said, Vicky, that's my sister, is coming to see me on Mother's Day. She called me Michael, which is my brother's name, but then she corrected it. So this was Monday the 6th.
Hey, Michael. It's Ronnie. It's me. I just heard
she
from
was
Michael
mad.
a little while ago that you weren't coming. I feel very bad. I really want to see you. I know it's Mother's Day on Sunday, so I would like to see you before that time. Vicky's coming on Sunday, but at any time at all. Okay. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
My message is this. That's why I was saying make up and do what you have to do to see your parents. If I had that meeting, if that meeting was still on, I would have not seen her. So there was some kind of divine intervention there. God was on my side, or somebody was on my side, because that would have been killing me if I didn't see her that day. Because you hear the disappointment in her voice, right? But I saw her, and I went with my son. But if I didn't see her that day, I would have been so messed up over this. That would have really screwed my head up big time. But that's the last voicemail I have from her. 12 o'clock on Monday. And I made it out there at 1 p.m. It was like 1 p.m.-ish, and we hung out. And we went out to lunch. And then I took her back to the nursing home, and we sat outside, and she sat and told stories. She told my son a story, and she was being really sassy about it. She said, Frankie, when you were little and your father used to make me watch you, he would go asleep and I would watch you, and you would throw your toys out of your crib onto the floor, and then I would pick them up and put them back in, and then you yelled at me and said, no, leave them out there, because he was trying to make a pile on the floor. And my mother told that story to Frankie, and they were laughing, the two of them together. And that's when I was going to snap a picture, but I didn't take the picture. But so this is just how things go, right? Had I not gone on Monday, May 6th, if I didn't go on Monday, that's the message that I would have had from her. This message would have been my last negative contact with her, but it turned into be a positive because I showed up. Thank God that business meeting was canceled till Wednesday. And then she died the next day after that business meeting. And I successfully closed a contract with that. It was a successful meeting. So you can get her voice put into a tattoo. There you go. I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt that. I got so many messages here from her. So many. Here's one from St. Patrick's Day. It's only 18 seconds.
Hey, Ronnie. I called to wish you and Janine and Ronnie and Frankie a happy Thanksgiving. Happy St. Patrick's Day. And that's about it. Okay, listen, take it easy. I hope you have fun today. Bye-bye.
Happy Thanksgiving on St. Patrick's Day. Yeah. So, yeah, my mom was a special woman. And the picture that I have up right now, the picture that I have up on the thumbnail of this was a great day. It was another get-together where we took her out, and I snapped the picture, obviously. So, like I said, I would get minimal of 4 phone calls a day from her. 4 phone calls a day. Yeah, I mean, I could just keep going through these. I have 62 voicemails from her. I have 62 voicemails saved on this phone. Some of them aren't good. Some of them she's yelling at me.
Hi, Ronnie, it's me. I called up to say hello. And
she's mad.
Game was something else. I watched it last night. I know you were watching it too. So I was glad that the Patriots won again. All right, that's all. I just came back from the doctor, and I need a little more surgery. They have to put a balloon in my arm because the veins are not opening. They didn't open up wide enough. So that's that. In another couple of weeks, and then they can use the arm right away. Okay, bye-bye.
She was just telling me about her troubles. She was down that day. But I mean, I could probably do a whole video of just her voicemails to me. So I'll be saving them on my phone to my SD card or whatever. So good. I'm glad you did, Meg. I'm glad that you did. Your mom raised 3 amazing kids. I'm proud. Yeah, she did. She sure did. She did a great job. Thank you, Brenda. All right, so listen, guys, I'm not going to prolong this anymore, but I just wanted to come live, and I wanted to say thank you. Tabitha, thank you so much. Thank you to each and every one of you for sending emails, text messages, DMs on Twitter and Instagram, Facebook, all of the social media. I got thousands. I'm not saying 5,000, but I got over 1,000 messages between all of the social media. Hi, Katina. Good to see you. Thank you so much. So I am just coming live on Mother's Day. It is still Mother's Day in some parts of the world, in some parts of the United States. It's already here Monday. It's at 12:30. Thank you, New York Dominican Jury. Good to see you. Thank you for the prayers. Thank you for the positive vibes. I wanted to come on here and just say thank you to each and every one of yous. Love, respect. A lot of really wonderful messages came in. Nikki Mack, you too. Your messages were so sweet and so sincere. I thank you so much for that, and all of you guys. Auntie Lane, Nancy. I mean, I just the list can just go on and on and on. You guys are really phenomenal. You showed me that you really love me, and I love you guys back, like, tremendously. You know, losing a parent is really not something that we like to speak about. We like to just keep that kind of buried inside. We don't like to talk about it. It's not a comfortable conversation to have. But I'm living proof that, you know, our parents are not abominable. They are not here forever. Thank you, Hio, for the love. Our parents are not here forever. Cherish them. Enjoy the moments. Take a lot of pictures. Keep their voicemails. Don't delete them. I never deleted my mom's voicemails. I have 64 on my phone. It's just constant phone calls from her, and I kept all of her voicemails. I don't know why. I just never deleted them. I never deleted my mom's stuff. So, guys, I'm here to say thank you. Thank you, Frank. Right back to you. I'm here to say thank you. Thank you to you guys for everything that you've done for me. And it really helped me get through this a little bit. You know, a little bit. It was a little more comforting to know that I had literally thousands of people who really cared about me and cared about my mom and the loss that my family suffered. So, Joey, thank you for coming in person to the wake and to my mom's service. Thank you to Karen, Scorned Woman, for showing up, and all the wonderful people who sent me messages. And I got voicemails from people who had my number, left me voicemails and stuff. So thank you so much for that. Guys, I'm going to say goodnight to everyone. I'm fucking exhausted, man. I'm telling you, I feel like I lost 10 years off my life. I feel like I'm really, I'm exhausted. So good night, guys. I'll see you guys very soon. Love and respect from New York City and DutyRon. Thank you again. Thank you. And to everyone who's given Super Chat, thank you for that as well. The Super Chat was greatly appreciated, not necessary, but thank you for that. So good night to everybody, and God bless. God bless everyone. Talk to you soon. I'm going to bed, Zelda. I'm going to bed. Good night, Nancy. Bye, Veggie Vibes. Thank you. Simply Shannon, thank you so much. Take care, jury. Joey, love and respect. Let me shut this thing down. My goodbyes are always so gosh darn long. Goodbyes are always so hard. Nabul, thank you. Thank you for reaching out. Appreciate it. Good night, guys. Bye-bye, Lily Bell. Nikki Mack, love you. Talk to you soon, guys.